I mean, granting double strike to everything that I've got is awesome, and then you remember I'm only swinging with one critter at a time, so...
Right, I'm gonna pay 2, tap, and sacrifice the Hellion Crucible. Here's my 4/4 Hellion, and what do you know? I actually have a good opportunity to start doing some shit. Swinging here for 4 with haste.
Does he actually have haste? Yes, he does. All right, I'll take 4.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put down another forest. Then I'm gonna spend 4. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 4. 3 and 4. For another angelic benediction.
Oh. Fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna swing at you for 6. Then use my one angelic benediction to tap down the slumbering dragon.
+1/+1 counter, and swing for 6, so I'm down to 9. 9 life points.
Alright, I will end.
Nice. Bro. When truth is stranger than fiction. Alright, the thing is that I don't think I can really lock this up this turn. It's close. It's getting there.
You got
but
12
it's
damage?
Not. So here's what I'm gonna do: is I'm gonna pay 3. I'm not gonna do the pressure counter thing because I don't have enough time to get another Hellion out. I'm gonna cast Flames of the Firebrand.
Okay.
And Flames of the Firebrand is gonna deal all 3 of its damage to you directly.
All right.
So you're down to 13. Combat step. You're wide open. I'm going to hit an open foe with my 4/4 Hellion.
All right, I'll take 4.
All right. All right. We're getting somewhere here. I'm going to end my turn.
Okay, then.
See, obviously, Slumbering Dragon was supposed to be run in a Gruul set, where Gruul usually allows you to manipulate the number of +1/+1 counters you have on creatures, or just use other abilities like Bond Beetle to put +1/+1 counters on it. I get a +1/+1 counter on the dragon. You tapped it. I have no eligible blockers. What is happening? Oh,
Betting another 2 on Titanic Growth.
Yeah, you had to slaughter me, didn't you?
Hey, it's not a complete slaughter. You still have -1 life points left, right?
I was about to win, believe it or not, but that's the game. I'm not bottling. I'm just gonna wait until the microphone is off so that I can start screaming my head off. All right, game's over.
All right,
you win.
So, do you want to actually show off what other cool techs that are in your deck? Because I have a couple.
Oh, you mean the 4? You mean the
I want to actually talk about? So,
I bet you do. Yeah, let's go over the 40 some cards that did not see the light of day because of how quickly you stomped me out.
Where is?
I know there are so many. There are so many nonverbal cues and words that I can use to just describe how unapologetically frustrated I am right now that my deck did so poorly, losing 3 in a row.
And
what have you got to show us today?
Honestly, I think that's actually it.
I
Most of
populate my board with half of my
everything.
deck.
So,
Hamletback Goliath, Nineclaw Shaman, Ravenous Rats, Rummaging Goblin, Stuffy Doll, Torch Fiend,
Stuffy Doll,
Mark of the Vampire, Volcanic Geyser, Trumpet Blasty. Look at all these cards. Yeah, what fun. Here's Worldfire again. You already saw that, but it's the most powerful card in my deck.
Although it is the most powerful, you're sacrificing your Hellion Crucibles too early in order to actually get it out. And even if you weren't, Worldfire blows them up anyway, so...
In the interest of transparency, because we are open to just sharing the behind-the-scenes looks, I did just build this deck last night, so I'm honestly not that surprised that it failed in all 3 games. All right, there is every last card that I put in my deck that I could not play.
Dark Favor.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I don't know. There's Divine Favor is also in this deck, but I'm not running it because I don't honestly need the life gain. You know. And the +1,
So let's talk.
The +1 +3 isn't honestly all that relevant except for War Falcon itself, which pushes it theoretically into what, a 4 exalted trigger 4/5. Yeah, pushes it into a 4/5. Yeah. But the actual combo that I wanted to get off and never did pull off is that I wanted to use War Falcon turn 1 into Aven Squire turn 2 so that I could actually start swinging at you with 3 damage in the air as early as turn 2. Oh well.
Right, because it's a bird soldier.
Yep. Aven Squire
Very
is
nice
nuts.
interaction. And if you had the Cathedral of War out, then you would have... So turn 1 planes...
Turn 2 Cathedral
Turn 2
of War.
Cathedral
I can actually
of
swing at you
War.
for 4 in the air.
Well, actually, no, because Cathedral of War enters the
Enters
battlefield
tapped,
tap,
right,
so you
my
can't.
bad.
Yeah, you can't tap it for mana. I forgot about that.
But,
did you
yeah,
really need
I
it,
effectively
though?
built Silencia Exalted, which is a thing that I knew already did work. I don't remember if I was actually playing physical in 2013. I don't think I was. I recall that I was definitely starting to play Cockatrice again when Innistrad came out. And I do believe that I was playing Duels of the Planeswalkers when 2013 came out. But, that had a campaign and a relatively crappy online service that we didn't bother using for the most part. But yeah, during this time, Rakdos was trying to bury aristocrats and didn't have the monsters for it, so it just straight up doesn't work. Whereas Silencia
thank you for reminding me in post.
during this period specifically, Silencia was able to lean on the fact that White had a lot of really interesting but gimmicky creatures, but not really all that good of sorceries. Whereas Green has got a bunch of fucking combat tricks. You saw me use Titanic Growth multiple times. I've also got Fog.
For the win.
And I also got to use Predatory
speed.
Rampage. Predatory Rampage is just a smaller Overrun. And Overrun is a great goddamn card.
Where is Overrun again?
Overrun...
It's not in the set.
No, Overrun's not in the set because Predatory Rampage is here. But it gives all of your creatures +5/+5.
Nice.
Or is it +7/+7? The point is, if you have a decent number of creatures, Overrun just straight up wins you the game. Especially in green. Nah. So what did you think of this set, all in all, Mr. Cloud?
I mean, it's still got a lot of, like eye-opening, powerful effects. See, Worldfire actually is a card that shows up in videos of, like, how not to play Magic, how not to be competitive, how not to have fun in Commander format with your friends.
Yeah, if you play Worldfire in Commander, you just locked everyone up for 20 minutes and no one's happy about it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? Are you enjoying yourself?
I mean, kinda. I get to.
And
I
he's gonna say,
I still
well,
get to
yeah,
cast my
because
faith
I'm
in
a troll.
fluting, so there.
You take pleasure in other people's misery. It's delicious. Let me lick the tears off your cheek.
Was hoping you'd actually get to play Mark of the Vampire, because that is actually really fucking good.
You did not in any way give me enough time to get my more powerful spells out. You like Selesnya is like middle speed, but with no. Because you have ramp, you definitely have a lot of aggro potential.
Yeah. I'm glad that I actually got to cast the Elder Scale Worm. I was convinced I wouldn't get to use it, although a good quarter of my deck is built around getting the mana out that I need for it. Don't have a way to tutor it, though.
It's fine. I mean, you got him out like at the very last second. It was the clutch play of the match. Was you played Elder Scale Worm? Well, I mean that was the number one clutch play. The number two clutch play was you snuffed me out right before I could retaliate with the Mark immunity I was sitting on with a Titanic Growth, of course, because paying 2 for +4/+4 on target creature till end of turn. I mean, it has its uses when you're stacking it with Exalted and abilities that give it unblockable.
Well, specifically, Titanic Growth is effectively a slightly more expensive Might of Old Kroza. And, Might of Old Crows is a card that we honestly probably should have banned a while ago in Modern, but mostly because it makes Infect significantly better than it's supposed to be. Oh, but if we ban Might of Old Crows, we'll just have to switch to red, in fact, and do, what is it? It's not Giant Strength, but it's, is it Titan Strength? The +3/+1 Scry 1 spell.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's from the Theros block. Anyway, I like this set. I do. I don't really have a strong opinion of the set aside from the fact that I like it, but there are lots of cool stuff in here, as it is a core set. When you have so many damn cards, at least some of them are likely to be cool. And, yay, I went 3-0.
Good for you.
I have inflicted vengeance.
I am not going to pretend to be happy about it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cloud. I kind of wish you'd been able to show off how effective Rummaging Goblin could, in theory, be, but usually just doesn't end up being because he's a tad too expensive for that loot ability.
Between the two of us, I'm glad that at least one of us used a card that did not fight, used a deck that did not have its individual components fight amongst each other. In hindsight, I should not have used Slumbering Dragon because you told me ahead of time you were running Selesnya, and Selesnya has Exalted out the beehole with emphasis on just attacking with only one creature at a time. Because if I was going up against a foe that was attacking with more than one creature at a time, well, I would have put that player in quite a predicament. Because if you attack me too many times, suddenly you have a fucking 8/8 with flying you have to deal with. That will continue to get +1/+1 counters as you keep attacking me with creatures.
Yep.
So what Red wanted to do was use Chandra the Firebrand. The answer was Chandra the Firebrand because she lets you copy spells by paying only 4 mana to put her out. If you have the mana to cast other spells, you can copy Murder, you can copy Mark Immunity, you can copy your burn spells, and make a really interesting double situation and dire peril for your opponent.
And she
that
needle
did
drops
not
people
happen
for free.
because I was pretty content with just, well, I mean, here, at least finally there's a point to me putting the Stuffy Doll in the deck. I mean, I didn't draw it, nobody saw it, but here it is. Here's a weird card that never saw the light of day after this set.
Now,
Mostly
did we
because
effectively
it's too
replace
expensive.
it with something slightly better?
Well, yeah, but if I replace it with something slightly better, then you couldn't see it.
Ah, okay.
It's a fucking doll. Step on it. It's over. But it has indestructible.
And every time you
just
deal
step
damage
on
to
it.
it, instead, the player that you've chosen gets dealt that damage.
Yeah, Stuffy Doll definitely. And at least keep in mind, hey, not only are planeswalkers really cool, but have you ever thought about getting more of your buddies together to play a game? All at once? And then it would force you to choose.
Alright, everyone. This has been us exploring Magic 2013. I believe that I am the one to choose out the next set, and as I kind of already spoiled, I'm thinking of doing dual decks. Be safe, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.